our men's champion, Richard Thompson, he lost his Garmin on day one. His team got him set up on another Garmin, got him all hooked up. Then they went back. They knew approximately within 4 or 5 miles where this thing that's like a needle in a haystack, they find it, they hook it back up, and you can see how happy he is. His crew did the best thing. They kept Richard, who is not known for being under control. They're like 240 watts. You're not going 300 watts yet. And during the run, running 13 and a half minutes, walking 90 seconds, starting right from the start. His crew is a big reason, he'll tell you this, why he won. A round of applause for Richard Thompson and his entire crew. Now, our buddy, Montmed, we're talking mile 42 miles an hour on the long downhill, heading towards the finish of day 2, right? On the long downhill, he's still got a long way to go. The clock is ticking. He flats. So, Mel Urie's crew, where's Mel's crew? You guys, not only, they didn't just change the tire, they changed the wheel. They popped it off in 2 seconds, and Montmed made the cutoff time by 6.5 minutes, and there's no way that he would have made it without it. And I'll be honest with you, Montmed is in San Diego, and if he didn't finish this thing 2 years in a row, we would have been on suicide watch, okay? So the fact that he got through this and that you guys saved him, we appreciate it. Another round of applause for Mel Urie's crew. Now, this has less to do with crew and I just thought this was funny. Rob Gray is out there. Day 2, 171 miles, 13,700 feet of climbing. You guys all know. He finishes up the ride, and he's looking at his Garmin, and it basically says to him, you now need 4 days of recovery. Right? Only one problem, he's got about 8 hours of recovery because he got to run a double marathon the next morning. Rob Gray still took second. Round of applause to Rob Gray and his amazing crew. 3 years ago, Scott McDermott, Adam Fox, and Peter Hudson, they're riding together, and it was a day 2, they were about 56 miles from the finish. Hutto had just said something like, hey, we've only got a 70.3 bike ride to go, and Scott took off. He didn't just take off, he went down hard. And Adam and Hutto didn't hesitate, got off the bike. They saved his life. There is no question that 3 years ago, his life was saved on this island by his close friends who he had not seen since that day, except through email and Skype and stuff like that. But he met them here again on the island. Hutto finished, Scott finished after going through hell for this last 3 years. And Adam was out there crewing. A round of applause for Scott McDermott and Adam Fox and Hutto. And can we get, where's Hutto at? Hutto, stand up. Where the heck are you at? Adam Fox, stand up. And Scott McDermott, stand up. This is Ohana. This is what it's all about. This is exactly what it's all about. You guys care about each other. It's family. I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to be here and just following you around the island. It reminds me of why we all got into this silly sport. This sport changes lives. I've seen it through our Challenged Athletes Foundation. We started that to help one athlete through the sport of triathlon, and now we've raised over $100 million and sent out over 23,000 grants. This is a small sport with a big heart that changes lives every single day. Thank you all for making my life better. It was a wonderful, wonderful journey. Thanks, and have an awesome evening.